Actually, we have a lot more men than Tuscany, and so let's try to get Tuscany back. And Scotland will supposedly be helping us, though, of course. They're going to be helping themselves first. And we're gonna need mercenaries. Like, a lot of mercenaries. I love how the music is so triumphant. Whenever, in reality, we're just trying to get back what we lost because we forgot mercenaries were a thing before. Literally, 2 guys are sieging down Fermo. I don't even know if they can do it. I mean, it's just 2 guys. Just in case, I'm gonna send those guys back down there. Okay, there we go. And now Amelia is our uppermost title, so now Tuscany is known as Amelia. Which, not what we were going for. Not even a little. There we go. Now we're back to being Tuscany. Wait, let me see. How many men do we have now? 8,000? Yeah. We can do this. Declare war. And get Ravenna, finally. Yeah, they hired mercenaries. You guys just wait around in Fermo. That costs like all of our money. We're about to go into serious debt. Yeah, this war is just dragging on forever. And our mercenaries just ran out. And it looks like another army came in and is sieging down Ravenna. And we have a daughter now. Like, this war has gone on so long. Trixie with an IE. We're 200 into the red. We had to make all kinds of compromises with our vassals, including giving up Spoleto. But we'll have to get it back now. Okay, it's been so long fighting this stupid war that we lost anyway. And we ended up converting to Ashai, the Muslim faith, because the Holy Roman Empire is converted to that, and the emperor demanded of us twice. So I was afraid to say no again. Meanwhile, our poor wife has been ill so long. But she did give us Trixie with an I for a daughter. So there's that. And we can grab some secondary spouses since we're Muslim now. Which is nice. Yeah, the Shari faith is spreading like wildfire. He died under mysterious. Hago died under mysterious circumstances, and now we're playing as a 1-year-old. Trixie with an eye. Man, this whole thing has been like a dream sequence. And our liege, the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, is also a baby. The world is being run by a bunch of Muslim babies. What about the Catholics? How are they doing? Looks like there's a bunch of Cathar heresy everywhere. Ireland is insular Christian, which I don't blame them for being insular. I would be too if I were Ireland. No, the border guard. It used to be so nice and neat, and now look at it. Meanwhile, Tuscany has actively lost ground since we started this holy war for the Duchy of Tuscany. Venice is doing a holy war for our duchy. Oh my. Well, there's nothing we can do. I mean, we don't have enough money for a good mercenary, and they way outnumber us. We just have to hope that the Muslim baby comes to our rescue, I suppose. Your liege lost a war with a duke. Oh yeah. Things are not going well for him. We have a pet cat now. His name is Mite. So that's nice. And now we have a pet dog that we'll name Holdfast. What a great name. We have a pet cat and a pet dog. Well, regardless of the fact that Tuscany looks like this, I think we can all agree that I have won the game. I'm going to pet my dog and then pet my cat to get rid of the stress constant wars have caused. This is what Tuscany is now. Oh, it looks like the Ashari is being beaten back by the Catholics. So I guess this is what it's come to. Muslim Tuscany, which has 2 counties to its name, led by Trixie with an I. Oh, Matilda. If you had known that it would come to this. Duchess Matilda, there she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been 5 generations. So much has changed. And not for the better. No, no, our cat died. Oh, no. And our friend died. Oh, not as sad as losing the cat. Yeah, look at that. Look at how ugly the map is. Oh no. Oh no, that's so sad. Now we have no cat or dog. Oh. That's horrible. So, things have gone a little awry with the Canosas. In particular, Trixie with an I is now leading us. She's a 28-year-old reveler who is also reclusive somehow, cowardly, humble, and calm. And she's Italian and a Muslim. Surrounded by Catholics, you see, with Muslim liege that demanded she convert, who is now currently losing all of his wars. Well, almost all of his wars, and has 200 men. Well, 300 if we're rounding up. So we're probably going to be holy warred into oblivion. But as this family, this playthrough has established a history. Like, there's all the mini heroines and the murder of babies, and even Trixie with an eye and her multiple dead pets. It's... That said, if we do lose the game, we'll probably start over as Matilda. But until that point, we and Trixie with an eye are going to try our best to take over the world. And we also have an available dynasty legacy. And what do we want to do? We were working on blood, and convergent blood reinforces congenital traits, which means they go up a tier. So quick becomes intelligent, intelligent becomes genius, that sort of thing. Kin has some great stuff in it. I mean, they're all pretty great, but I like kin, and in fact, we are a 28-year-old with no heir, and so I think fertility is really important right now. So I'm gonna unlock that. And we're gonna go for wards getting additional skills. And then we're gonna switch over to... No, we can't. We are unfortunately still in the learning focus for now. But when we get the opportunity, we're gonna switch over to a family focus. Or possibly a seduction focus. I don't know yet. Our intrigue is better than our diplomacy. But they're both poor, so that's not saying much. Yeah, and since we're basically starting from scratch, less than scratch even, it's gonna take me a minute to get familiar with all the players here. And to pick our next target for expansion. The Duchess of Spoleto only has 98 men right now. She's in a war against our liege in an independence war that she is losing. So she seems like a good target. And luckily our mufti, who's the equivalent of our priest, I suppose, is pretty good. So... And right now, our personal scheme is to sway our husband so that he likes us better, and hopefully we can have more children. Or, you know, any children would be nice. So I'm just going to fast forward it until we get a claim or a pregnancy or something. Oh, our liege lost the war. And our liege's wife is currently imprisoned by a 13-year-old countess. And we got a claim not just on the county we were after, but duchy, which, best case scenario, right there. And we can invite more knights, which are called Ferris now, because we are no longer Catholic. Like our heir, we might want to get them educated by a Catholic so we can revert back. You know, to prevent the inevitable holy warring into oblivion sort of thing. Yeah, let's switch over to diplomacy. Family focus. And there's a hostile army sitting on top of us. I feel like I should be concerned by this. And concerned I am. Oh, and we can't raise our own armies because we're being occupied by the Company of the Bull. Oh, and we can't even declare war on this woman, on Duchess Elena. Even though now is the perfect time while she's nice and weak. Because she's also part of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, let me see. Who is close to us who is not a part of it? Venice? They have tons of men. This place, tons of men. And we're definitely occupied now. And we definitely need to have kids. Like, immediately. Who is in our court? Who's decent? To make my husband more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include compliment in my next missive to his court. Yeah, mention his relentless courage. And yeah, abandon the scheme and seduce him instead. And Duke Raja is very close to his friend Cylin. Getting her favor will help me seduce Raja. Okay, sure. Give her whatever she wants. Now, Venice is currently occupying us, so even though we got a claim on... My spy master wants to mentor me in intrigue. She has 22 intrigue. And is an elusive shadow. Yeah, lead the way. Oh, and my husband is in jail. Who is... Oh, Venice. Because they were occupying us, and now they've captured my husband. Which will probably put a damper on the seduction attempt, I'll admit. Well, is there someone else I can seduce? No. Not anyone who's any good, anyway. Has any genetic trait whatsoever. And Crown Authority just went back down. Because we can't afford to fight a woman with 21 Marshal. And we just lost the County of Fermo. Tuscany. We're not even over here anymore. We're not on the boot. We're right here. Over here in what should be Moldavia. Once again, surrounded by Catholics. Because of course we are. Okay, now that we've got our husband back, quick, seduce him. Wait, first give them money. They like that, right? No. Okay, you can educate a child then. I know you guys like that stuff. And now, seduce him. Because the most important thing is that we get some kind of heir. We're 35. Yeah, have my spies uncover what my husband likes. And it did not work out well. And now our interactions with our spouse are awkward. He's decided to ignore our seduction scheme. And therefore, he has no one to blame but himself whenever we go try to seduce someone else. Here, this guy likes us. Seduce him. He's also 62, so, you know, unlikely that he'll live long enough to tell anybody about us. Yeah, he's greedy, so we're gonna give him jewelry. And it went wrong. And the old guy died before we could finish seducing him. And our husband's in prison again. I'm gonna request a divorce. And then marry someone else. This guy's handsome, which puts our fertility up, his fertility up, and gives us extra attraction to him. Yeah, let's go him. Okay, so what do we get this guy, our new husband? An embroidery featuring his house crest. He's lowborn, so that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, get him poetry. Yay, we're pregnant. Finally. What are we gonna name the little girl? I know. Hedwig. Grow strong and wise, Hedwig. Oh, and she's pretty too. And yeah, hired tutor to instruct me in the Hungarian language, which is probably useful considering we live in Hungary now. And our husband wants us to starve ourselves to prove that we can survive on nothing but his love. Sure. And we got another kid out of it. So, worth it. You know, we got a soulmate too, but it's the kid part I'm most interested in. No, and this one wants to be named Matilda. No. Yeah, you can be Swanhildis. Swanhildis and Hedwig, our daughters. And Swanhildis, ironically, is not pretty. The Mongols are invading. And you, my daughter, will be Grouse. Or Grouse. How do you spell grouse? Is a U in there? Grouse. Make her strong and wise. And Grouse is imprisoned. We lost all our titles and became landless. Yeah, that's... Yeah, game over. Well, that's the end of that run then. We are going to start over as Duchess Matilda and use what we have learned, which is mainly, you know, don't convert when you're surrounded by Catholics, to try to do a better job this time. In any case, thank you for watching. Remember to like if you liked and subscribe for more. Tuscany, where we have the bubonic plague. Yeah. And our physician isn't really a physician, just some guy with 7 learned. Well, that ended that. No, we're gonna try that again.